Hello everybody, what's going on here? Just a second, let me just turn down a bit with the sound thingy. Or I'm gonna make myself crazy. So, why am I doing this vid? For the last few days I guess I'm reminiscing a lot about the good old days when I played World of Warcraft, and I wanted to make a video about, let's say, a tribute to World of Warcraft, which I think is the greatest game ever built, but I want to tell the story through the eyes of my characters. Actually, two characters which are important. I will create two videos. The first one will be from when I started World of Warcraft, when I played Horde, and let's get to it. So first, what you're seeing here are my characters, but most of them are not important, and I wanna go through that real quick. By the way, I just bought the new subscription. I don't have the Shadowlands thing, and I'm not sure if I ever will. I just want to get into game a bit. My two boys are sleeping now, and this is for me a kind of emotional moment, to be honest. Just seeing this user interface after a long time. So, what's here? Tolaria, this is not important. I played 5 years ago when the Legion came out for 1 month. I played this character for a bit. I don't care about it. Artasia, you can see the name. This is from Vanilla WoW, some alt character I played a bit, a warrior. It has a staff, which is amazing. Adebisa, this is a character, also an alt from Vanilla. I played it a bit in Legion, I think, or no, not maybe in Legion, but I never leveled her up to the maximum level or anything. This was my bank during Vanilla, and this character was my alt from Vanilla, and I played her in the Wrath of the Lich King for probably 2 months. So basically I played Tolaria in the Legion, Silverfrost in Wrath of the Lich King, in between, and only for a bit, maybe also 1 or 2 months in Wrath. In between I didn't play, and those characters are not important to me. Who is important is this rogue here. This is my first character, Astraldiva, and in another realm, Corellona, a beautiful paladin. But today I will talk about my first character, and in the next video I will talk about Corellona and tell her story. So, Astraldiva, this is not his original name. His original name was exploited, and he was originally on the server called Dark Sorrow. And I played the whole vanilla there. I switched to Korgal later on, but we will get to that. For now, my plan now is to enter the world, roam a bit, tell a few stories about my journey in World of Warcraft and how I spent 5 years of my life, which I think it's a huge chunk. I guess some of my friends who I talked a bit for the last few days, some of them are still playing. I don't think I will ever play again, but I really love the game. Okay, our talents have been reset. I don't even know where I am. I have 3000 health. This is almost like when I stopped playing in Vanilla. Oh look, and also some of my bindings are here. I don't remember, to be honest, how to open things, but doesn't matter. I just... Okay, so I'm moving with ERTF. The guild here is called Versus, which is actually funny because this is the guild the guild I created with Corellona on Alliance. And probably some people in my city whom I played with loved the name and recreated the guild here. I had nothing to do with that. I just joined later. Oh man, this is so nice. So I'm in Orgrimmar, right? Yeah. Let me see, where is my mount? Let me see if I can fly here. Oh, cool. So I just want to roam a bit, look at the world and tell you a story about Astraldiva, or actually I like to call him Exploited, to be honest, because this was his original game. I guess I called him Exploited because he reminded me of the Exploited punk band logo with this hairdo and all of those things. You know where I want to go? I want to go to Arati Highlands. I don't know how to get there. Probably there was a Zeppelin before. I guess it's there. Or a ship. What is this? Anyways, I want to start this story with the true beginnings, and this is in 2004. Oh, here. No. I don't know how to get somewhere. Let me ask this guy. Eastern Zeppelin. No. Just a second. Western Zeppelin Tower. Where is this ship going to? Let me ask this captain.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, Jesus, I don't know how to go there. Maybe I can find another way. You know, maybe what I can do. Where are my bags? I have some increased backpack size, of course. You can probably buy that. Look at this. Unsafe transporter. And got gas, and this is on the same continent here. Just let me see. I feel kind of clumsy because I don't know how to get anywhere. Oh, here's the Zeppelin Tower. Maybe I can get somewhere. Stranglehorn Vale. Cool. This is okay, I guess. Let's go there. So, in 2004 I was playing Dota quite a bit before World of Warcraft came out, and I remember when I heard World of Warcraft is coming out, I was like, who the hell needs a game where you have a perfect game like Dota? Why would you want to change the game? And so I didn't start on the day one, and few months in the game, a few friends of mine started playing, and this one buddy of mine whom I went to college with, Portal to Undercity, this is even better, Chaboof. He said, like, he was probably 2-3 months in the game, I don't remember exactly. He was like, come on dude, come visit my house, I will show you World of Warcraft, it's great. I'm playing, I'm like level 30 or something. And I was like, sure, okay, I will come check it out, but I don't think I will ever play anything except Dota, because that was the game for me back at that moment in time, right? And I go to his house, it was like evening, and I remember vividly him starting the game. Shit, I forgot how to get out of Undercity, even though I was here for like few years of my life. Okay, there's a tunnel, maybe here, no. But we have time, it's no biggie. I just love seeing the game. Jesus, it's a good game. So I go to his house. He was playing a torrent druid called Streets, which translates to uncle. And just a second, let me check if I'm recording. Oh yeah, everything's on. I hope the recording will be fine. How to get out of here? There's an elevator or something somewhere. But where is it? Here maybe. Let's go here. Oh yeah. And he was playing a torrent druid called Streets, which translates to uncle, like I said. Discovered elevator. Oh yeah. Astraldiva the Seeker discovered an elevator. Look at this cool mount I have. Swift Razashi Raptor. I was the only guy on the server who had that cool mount from Zul'Guru back in the day. Anyways, and he opened up a game. He was roaming in Thousand Needles, and when I looked at the game, if you know that meme, mind exploding guy, this is nothing what happened to me. I was like, katoof, what the hell, this is like the best thing I ever seen. And I asked him immediately, I remember, how can I play? He told me, just a quick side note, I was kind of rejecting the game in the beginning because at that moment in time it wasn't, I never bought an original game or something, and definitely never paid monthly subscription to anything and didn't have the money for that because I was 18, earned nothing, and if I told my parents give me money for a game, they would probably just laugh hard. Anyways, the guy gives me his set of CDs and he tells me that he got a 10-day free trial thingy. Look at this beautiful landscape. Come on. Isn't this nice? Silver Pine Forest. I guess the world changed at some point in time. Maybe a few times. So he gives me the CDs, I watch him play a bit, and I'm like, I'm going home, dude, I'm gonna play. Let's go through Hillsborough foothills. And I basically sprint home through the whole city. I remember I start installing the game, and after a few hours, which took a lot of, it took a lot of time to install the game back then, and you needed to get the updates, I guess. I created a Night Elf Illidan lookalike on the server Dark Sorrow, which he told me he plays on, and I played the whole night until the morning. I called the guy and asked him how can we be friends, how can we play together, and he tells me his nickname, which was Streets, like uncle. I tried to add him and it said there's no player named Streets. And I called him, what the hell, man, why can't I add you as a friend? He asked me, what do you play? I say Night Elf Rogue. He says, I'm Horde, you're Alliance, we cannot be friends, we basically hate each other. And then I deleted that character, and that same day I created this lovely guy, called him Exploited, and at that moment just got obsessed with the game, played constantly. This is the year when I started college, and it was the best college in Croatia. When you fast forward a few years, I failed that college. Just dropped out because of World of Warcraft, which is not my proudest moment. You know what, I'm gonna dismount and just use my raptor here. Level 30, come on. I remember these guys were grey. I'm 33 now. I got reduced to a shithole guy. Oh man, how many days and hours I spent here. Such a nice place. Why I'm walking here is I have a nice anecdote I want to tell you, but I want to get there and then I will tell you. So I start playing, and oh man, the game was just too perfect for me. The social aspect of the game, where you needed to talk with people, find out about, you know, like minor things in the game. There weren't a lot of sites back then, plus I didn't care. Oops, what is this? I could probably kill him if I knew any binding or anything, but he would probably kill me now, because I don't know anything. I don't have it here at all in the bindings, in the action bar. So where was I? Just a second. Oh yeah, so I started playing the game in that was like 3 months of the game's inception in 2004, 3 or 4 months, I don't know exactly. And I'm leveling, I'm slow as hell, I don't know anything, I didn't know about auction house. I remember I got my first mount on the level 44 actually, and you could get it at 40, but I didn't have enough money, which was, I don't know, 100 gold piece or something. But I didn't have it back then because I didn't know how to earn any money. I was just collecting loot from the mobs, and that's not enough. You need to sell some things. Look at this guy. So why are we here? I will get back to my main storyline, but I wanna. No, it was here. I wanna tell you a funny story. Oh yeah, it was here. What is this, alliance or horde? Alliance. I cannot kill him. I mean, I don't wanna try, but so basically, what happened here with my character? I got my maybe not my first alliance kill here, but the first one I remember, and I had maybe, it was single digits. I had like 5 kills back then. I was like level 35, or 30, came to level here. And what I saw, I was wandering around without the mount, and I saw 2 paladins from alliance fighting. Both of them had skulls, meaning that they were at least I think 10 levels above me, but I guess they could be level 60. And they were dueling here. And what I did, I remember, I just snuck up here and watched the whole duel. And why cannot I attack this guy? It's strange, something changed. Anyway, I'm just watching here from the bushes. And when the guy dropped the other guy in the duel, meaning he's on 1 HP, I just threw my thrown weapon. And I killed the guy and start sprinting. No, this is not sprint, this is sprint. I start sprinting, and the other guy mounts up and starts chasing me. I remember I was literally afraid for my life. This is how much I was into the game. And I keep running and hiding in the bushes because those guys were much higher level and they could see through my stealth. And I managed to hide, and I managed to go to the city here, the Hammerfall. And I remember I was hiding in a house because I was so afraid that those guys will find me and kill me. And back then I really thought that Alliance versus Horde is like a true battle, which you need to be really careful because the Horde could lose because of you. I didn't know that it doesn't make any difference at all back then, but I liked that I had this feeling, to be honest. I liked that I was so into it. I think I hid in this house, and I was like, come on, man, I hope they won't get in here. And they did circle around the city a bit. It was crazy back then. I think people really took this game with a lot of emotion. So, yeah, that was my first kill, which I really remember vividly in my head. It was really funny. Uh, uh, I'm gonna fly around a bit and continue my main story. So, while I was leveling this character, I was a total noob, you know, didn't know the mechanics, didn't know anything. I just played, you know, a lot. And I joined a guild called the Circle of Crows, which is basically, it was only creations guild. And this guild had a lot of members, and I remember they were they didn't it's not like they were a hardcore guild. I don't know how the guilds are now, but they had a lot of members. Then few times a week they said, we're doing a raid in Molten Core, who wants to join? And they had some ranks, like you could be a member, raider, recruit, or whatever. And if there was enough room by some standards, they accepted you in the raid. And I got a few friends there, met a few people, played with them. It's really, I really like to think, I didn't play this game for over 10 years, seriously, you know. And the last time I played this character was 2000, and it was in the Burning Crusade. By the end of the Burning Crusade, when I switched to this server, I played it a bit in the PvP thing, in the arenas, but I didn't play for over 10 years, and I really remember those people's character names. I don't want to go through the list, but I don't know them in real life, but I really played a lot with those people, talked a lot with them, and I really appreciate all of those in-game times we had. And what's funny, I mean, now it's funny, back then it was like life or death for me. I really wanted to raid with them, I wanted to see the game, I wanted to get the items, I wanted to be cool, you know. And they had like class leaders, and this guy, class leader for the rogues, he was, oh man, look at this, Jesus, this is awesome. I just want to look at these things a bit while I'm talking. And his name was Zorus, like Xorus, and he was a douchey guy, to be honest. I mean, douchey. Later on we became friends, I guess, but at first I remember, like, I was a recruit in that guild, Circle of Crows, and I was doing the Molten Core attunement. I did the 5-man dungeons, I did whatever I could. I played the whole days basically. And once I asked them, can I join your raids? And they said, class leader, which was Zorus, needs to go with you to a 5-man dungeon, see how you play, see if you can, you know, like, perform. And we were going to Stratholm, and I remember I had 2 daggers. I didn't know anything about the mechanics of the game, to be honest. I just played and read quests by force. I didn't use Todbot or any other sites. I basically got to level 60 and played later just by reading quests thoroughly, losing a lot of time wandering around. It was really a lot of time, but I like that I played that character in that fashion, you know, without any help at all. So basically he joins, he inspects me, and he was like, Jesus, you're bad, your equipment is totally worthless, you know, like, and he gave me, I remember, 2 sharpening stones. He said put this on your daggers, without this you won't do anything here. And we go through the dungeon. I was maybe there a few times before, so I knew what's going on. And by the end of the dungeon, he links the stats from the damage meters, right? And it was like healer last, me, main tank, some other guy, I think it was like a mage or something, I don't know exactly, and Zorus like 10 times more than everybody else. The rogue, right? The rogue class leader. And he says, dude, you're total crap, you cannot join our raids. I noticed you're sinister striking with your daggers. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sinister striking with my daggers. What's the problem there? This is sinister strike, you know, like this is all I do basically. Just click sinister strike. And he said like, no, you need to backstab with your daggers. I'm like, why? But I cannot backstab, you know, you need to move around or whatever. I never tried it, to be honest, before. I never realized it. And he said like, you won't join our raids, you're shit. And I'm like, shit man, okay, I will try more. You know what I loved about these games? Like these little caves, which I really investigated back in the day, everything. I always thought that I will find something that nobody else finds. Like a small letter on the floor saying, hello exploited, you have been chosen to save Azeroth. I really thought that. It's not a joke. I never found anything like that. I'm a dumb guy, what can I say? What is this? I don't remember, to be honest, this area at all. So then, you know, like I continued playing. I didn't let him bring me down, although he did give me some, you know, like father issues, and he did mentor me later. I will continue the story and you will see I learned a lot from him, and I'm really grateful how he taught me, you know. So I start playing, I start, you know, like experimenting more. I'm like, man, I need to check out how he did that much damage. And I start reading in detail about, in the game. I never read any guide or anything. I start reading, backstab, this is a percentage of the attack, makes sense. If the weapon is this much damage, then percentage is more than Sinister Strike, which is a weapons damage plus an absolute amount, whatever. I also don't remember this thing. I just want to go to Strangleton Vale because I have one more anecdote there which I want to connect. So I play. I did all of the attunements finally, which took a lot of time. You know, like it wasn't easy to do the Rend Blackhand thing back in the day. You know, people dropped out, you lose a party, you need to do it all over again. It took days, you know, for everything you wanted to do. So I'm attuned, I play, I got basically that pre-epic gear which you can get, which is complete shit. Of course, the Cape of Strangleton, I don't remember this. This changed. I don't think I will be able... I don't know if they have the Gurubashi Arena. I wanted to get to the Gurubashi Arena, I will see. I hope I find it. So basically, one day I'm doing something and in the guild, the Circle of Crows, they say, we have a few empty spots, we're in Molten Core, who is attuned, who can join us? We have like few empty spots. And I'm like, me, please pick me, I will try whatever I can. And they say, I remember Zora saying, oh shit, this guy is bad. And I'm like, please pick me. And they said, okay, join. And they summoned me there. And I remember still in my head, like it was yesterday, and it was like, I don't know, 15 years ago. I remember that image of Gurubashi Arena. Cool. Look at this place. Come on. I will tell you a story soon about this. There's a quest. I just took the quest. It wasn't a quest before. It was just, you can just enter and the chest would appear there, and who would get it would get a small token, and if you get 10 you get like a trinket or something. Whatever. So basically, I get into Molten Core, and this guild, they weren't clearing Molten Core back then. I think they had like 3 bosses down and maybe a few bosses in Zul'Gurub at that point in time. And I joined. I remember seeing that Molten Giant and thinking he was huge. He was like 5 times bigger than any other mob you could see in the other parts of the game. And I was like, wow, man, this shit is real, you know. I was completely, you know, like flabbergasted. And I remember I was just following them around doing something. I think I was probably dying like a fly constantly because I didn't know how to avoid that at that moment with my skill set. I was just, you know, like spamming Sinister Strike or something and hoping I will survive. And in Molten Core you basically burn out if you don't know how to move, avoid like AoE or something. And I remember getting an epic belt from the tier 1 set back then, and thinking, man, this is too much, this is too good to be true. I got hooked, of course, and I was bad in damage, you know. He linked the damage meters. I was like complete shit. Although I wasn't last, to be honest. I remember, you know, like that guild had a lot of, you know, like slackers and things, players who didn't care that much. They were just like standing behind and hoping to get the loot, whatever. I was always a tryhard, just trying to do it the best that I can. And just I want to fast forward a bit. So basically, my raid period there, it lasted for like a lot. It was basically until the end of vanilla. Eventually we got through Molten Core, we got through Blackwing Lair, Zul'Gurub, Onyxia, and very fast I became actually the top damage dealer in that guild, and I became the class leader instead of Zorus, because he actually appointed me to be the class leader, which was a huge thing for me. I mean, we became friends. That guy really mentored me. He always explained to me everything I need to know. He told me how to play the rogue. We dueled a lot in front of Orgrimmar. He taught me a lot how to play, move, what skills to use, whatever. And he gave me, you know, like tough love, you know, you're shit, dude. You know, like, and it was his approach, and it was really funny. I like that social dynamic in the game, to be honest. It was like real life, you know, like it was crazy for me. I was too into it. And I raided a lot. It was like later on that guild changed. We regrouped to another guild, but only the hardcore raiders. We dropped the casual guys, and we wanted to, you know, do more things. I think we were like maybe top 5 amongst top 5 guilds in the server. Not the first one, definitely, but amongst the top 5 at one point in time. We did the Ankirai. There it was a cool moment, let's say, for me. Why Zorus dropped being the class leader is because he went to get the High Warlord. Because of the weapons, which was they were the best weapons you can get in the game in vanilla. But after getting it, he played maybe a few raids with us and then he burnt out, and it was too much to be the high warlord back then, and he burnt out and stopped playing. I remember I was really sad, even though the guy basically molested me for like half a year, telling me I'm crap, you know. I wonder what that guy's doing today, you know. I hope he's well. Maybe he's like mega life coach in business, you know, like, you're shit, man, you gotta do better. So one important moment which happened for my character was my real life friend joining. It was we were already, I think we were already farming Blackwing Lair, or I think I don't remember exactly the point in time, or we were close to getting Nefarian killed. And he joined. He created a mage called Amidamaru, and this guy and me played from that moment until the end of my playing together constantly. So that was important. I remember walking up to Razor Hill. I gave him bags, and I already had my Gurubashi Raptor, and I was looking cool. He was like level 10, and I told him, you know, like, don't worry, boy, you will also get some cool stuff, you know. Later, then he started playing PvP. He got the warlord rank, not the high warlord, but he got the warlord, and I was, you know, like, begging the guys to accept him in the guild. And I remember the main guy in the guild saying, no, he's a PvP player, he's basically shit in PvE, we don't want to invite him. And I remember he wanted to join us when we were doing Anki Rai, and I was like, come on, man, we're playing together for 1 year, trust me, I know the guy, he will do well. They invite him, and I remember after the first raid, damage meters were me first, him second, and I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. I know what I'm talking about. And we raided together, not for a long time. I mean, we raided Anki Rai. We didn't get the tune down, and 2 months before Vanilla ended and the Burning Crusade began, we decided to reroll characters on Alliance, but I will tell you more about that in the story of Corellona in another video. But just a funny story I had with Amidamaru, later Styx. We went into the Gurubashi arena together, and 2 guys from the top guild from the Horde side came in, also rogue and mage combination, and we beat them up several times, and then they were like started flaming us like, yeah, you guys are shit or something, and the mage told Amidamaru, my buddy, you're lucky because your friend aids you, even though he had a rogue on his side. And then we told him, I won't go in, you 2 guys jump in and, you know, duel to the death. Of course, here it's not a duel, here you can die, even though if you're the same faction. And I remember Amidamaru, you know, like demolishing him because he was really good at PvP, you know. He knew how to play really good, and I mean, he's playing even today, like for 15 years straight, and I think he was, I don't know exactly, but I know that he did a lot in arena. I think he was like top 10 people in Europe or something with some character. I'm not sure, to be honest, but I know that he's a maniac, you know. So basically, after we rerolled characters on Alliance, I stopped playing this character on Dark Sorrow, and he stopped playing his character on Dark Sorrow. And then we played the Alliance, which I will, like I said, tell you in another story. But we returned back to those characters. We migrated them to Actually, he didn't migrate his mage. I migrated my rogue, and he leveled up a rogue because he was probably jealous that I'm so cool always. So he wanted to be cool as me, and he also created a rogue called Styx, and we played in the Burning Crusade after, let's say, after 8 months of playing Alliance. And then both of us burnt out because I will tell you in another story, it was really intense there. And then after a break of like, I don't know, 6 months, we returned to Korgal. We never raided much. Why we got to this server is because like 20 people from our city played here, and the real life community was huge for us. We, let's say, it was really fun times also. It was more casual, but we still, Sticks and me, played a lot. We played arenas. We were double rogue combination which nobody played, and I think we got like cool things. I think we got, I don't have that items. Okay, Deadly Gladiator season 5. Yeah, we got some like 2200. I think we got like shoulders. Oh yeah, and you needed to get like 2000 to 200 rating or something for that. I don't remember exactly, but I know that we did well with this bad combo. 2 rogues, you cannot do much, but I think we were pretty fine, you know. But we played more in a casual manner. And after we stopped playing by the end of the Burning Crusade, I think I again took a break. Then the Red came out. I played some alts maybe for 1.5 months. I mean 1 or 2 months. Then I stopped playing again, and then I played in the Legion for 1 month. But basically, when the Burning Crusade ended, I stopped playing World of Warcraft. But as you can see, 10 years from that moment, or maybe more than 10 years, I'm still thinking about how the great game was for me, and how I enjoyed every second of that game, to be honest. It's really so cool. I don't think I will play ever again because I don't have the time. And what really bugs me, I know Styx told me that they, let's say, made the game more casual friendly now, and that you can play like once a week or something, but I have a problem with that because I always like to play this game on a high level, and it's hard for me to, let's say, to intentionally lower my expectations of what I want to do with the game. So it's much easier for me just not to play, you know, which is sad. Stormwind. I think they will shoot me down if I fly over it or something. I don't want to die. This guy shouldn't die. You know what I want to try? One crazy thing. I noticed I took up engineering with this guy later on. Look at this cool thing. How you earned. Okay, this is a change. So that's cool. We got like a toy box with these gadgets. Chup. While I was leveling this guy, did you see this? This is a cool thing. While I was leveling this guy, I had like both professions, mining and herbalism, just for, you know, like selling. But later on in the Burning Crusade, I took up engineering because of those fun things like jumper cables, which I think are awesome because many times I managed to raise somebody in the dungeon to their, you know, like surprise, like Exploited wants to bring you back to life, and they were like, that's cool. What is this? Something. Oh man, I cannot tell you how many hours I played here. you know, like all over the place, just trying to figure out the secret sauce of the game. And look at these graphics. I mean, this tree looks like shit, to be honest, but maybe but I love that simple graphics, you know. It's like not but look at this. This is beautiful. The tree branches are bad, but below it's amazing. Look at this. It's so nice. Yeah. So basically, this is the story of Exploited slash Astraldiva, a little character which really loved the game and enjoyed every second of the game. And just farming, doing the raid, farm after the raid for like 5 hours, just switching back to battlegrounds or doing something, just picking plants, listening to the music, talking to people. It's an amazing thing which this game brought to the world. I think what Styx told me, this isn't possible anymore. Nobody plays together. You click one button and you're automatically in a raid connected through the matchmaking, which is cool, I guess. You know, you don't need to waste time, but I really liked this. Looking for group, Wailing Caverns, we need a healer, please, a healer, I will give you 1 gold if you join us. Silitus the Wound. This is something new. Oh man, Silitus is like toast. I didn't know that. What the hell is this? Oh man, I know, this is the... Is this from Shadowlands? This is a story about a sword. I read about this. Oh man, this is sick. So that's the thing from the story. A sword which got... This looks terrifying, to be honest. They have some cool artists and people who can create things. This is a story from that demon Sargeras, I think, who screwed up everything for a long time. I don't know who the bad guy now is, if Sargeras is dead. But you know what's interesting? Every area I was in, all of the mobs were like exactly my level. I don't know if this is like by design. And also what's interesting, I noticed they returned the elites, which I really like. I know that at one point in time they removed the elite mobs from the game, and one of the most cool things for me back in vanilla was with my rogue to farm, you know, like elite mobs for rune cloth and silver or whatever, but every mob was like a challenge. They could like kill you if you made a few mistakes, you know. I don't know if Ruins of Ankirai, Temple of Ankirai. Raid. I don't know if this is like a new dungeon or something, or the old Ankirai. I guess it's the new thing probably. The old one wouldn't make sense, the story needs to change. Satun is dead. So wow. So that's basically it. I will try to record the story of Corellona, which is for me also an interesting memory. I want to keep that memory, because maybe in 15 years when I will be yelling at my boys, stop playing games that much, I hope that they will just show me this video and tell me, shut the hell up, Dad, leave us alone, we want to play a game. But of course I won't let them play some shit games. They can only play cool games. Only World of Warcraft, to be honest. If you don't play World of Warcraft, guys, you're not playing anything. I'm kidding, they can play whatever they want. So that's it, I'm logging out and ciao.